Right, it's just gone 8 o'clock on the 22nd of September. Strange that it may be, I'm actually setting off after dark on my way down to Keyhaven to fish Hurst Shingle over low water. So without further ado, let's hit the road. See you in a bit. Right, we're here. Time to unload the car and get on the beach. Right, so tonight, quickly take you through, this is all worm from last Saturday. There's a rag, there's about 10 blows left and they're still good. Let's have a look. Good, nice blows. I've got some frozen black, sand eel, the squid from last Saturday, it was semi-frozen when I got home, so I refroze it, so it's pink squid now. And some small joey mackerel, 3 of them in there. Yeah, so we'll same rigs as last Saturday. First rod going out, 3 hook scratcher, 2 up 1 down. Right, catch you in a bit. Okay, so this rig is a short pulley pennel, probably about 24 inches, 24 inches, 18-20 inch hook length. I'm going to load this up with, actually I'm going to, yeah, just put a fish bait on it because there might be a ray around. Okay. Alright, Mr. Foxy, can I have that? Okay. Elastic. I haven't actually cast the other rod in yet, because I'm going to cast them both in at the same time. Obviously not one rod in one hand and one rod in the other, but basically they go out at the same sort of time, and then it gives me a form of measurement how long they've been in, what the tide's pulling like. Right. Okay. What I did in the week was I replaced the hooks on my rig. Well, I sorted through my rig wallet and got rid of a load of rubbish out there. Cut up some rigs and had a little bit of tidy up. Tomorrow I intend to bring my old seat box back into action, which would be good, because I've had it since 1990 and I used to use it when I was match fishing back then, I intend to get it back going because it's a lot quicker than my rucksack for short sessions and for packing up quickly. Just chuck it in the box, you can sort it out at home. Rucksack, I can't chuck stuff in the rucksack because it needs to be organised all the time, otherwise you won't fit, nothing fits in place in there. Right, so that's going to be fish bait, squid mackerel. Let's put them in the opposite side. Come on, in you go. Cool, that's tough. like so, and then out, and then put it into alignment. There we go. Compact but juicy nonetheless. Good to go. Screw it on the back there. Right, the right hand rod is on the scratcher, left hand rod's on the 3/0 pulley pennel, short pulley pennel, mackerel and squid combo. That's gone slightly, it's actually pulled to the left a bit. So left hand rod's probably about 80 yards out, and scratcher's probably about 50 yards. A bit closer in. Let's see what the tide runs like. Right. First couple of casts, the rod's only been out 2 minutes. The left hand rod was practically down the beach, and this is just after, what, half an hour after low water. Low water was 9:30. We're on Neeps, which is why I've come here. And so first cast was about, I don't know, 10:15. And it's now gone 10:30, and I've just, well, first cast 10:15. It's down the beach within 2-3 minutes. And then the second rod, and that was cast 80 yards. The second rod cast about 50 yards. Bloody same problem, but that was going the opposite direction, up the other end of the beach. It's like there's like a cross current out there. It's mental. But the worst thing is, the reason why it's moving, and in that water, I guess from all the rough weather we've had this week, I'll show you it's a red seaweed which just binds on the line. I'll show you. So you can't see that clearly. There we are. This stuff here, all the way down. Here's the lead knot. Goes all the way up to down. I've cleared the other. The weed is down. There's weed down by the rig. The other one I will clear off. Yeah, this real tight red stuff, so hopefully that leads off as the tide starts to come in. Right, I'm literally just going to flick this in 20 yards, no more than that. Right, so fun and games. So second cast as well, just lobbed in, only the one rod, 20 yards out, same problem, all of that red knotty weed. Been out there probably about 3 minutes, although I've got some hope, because it seems like there's some cat lamps, some head torches just the other side of the rocky spit up there. So whether people are going to come down now, the tide is changing, because it's just gone 11 and we're about an hour and a half after low water. Yeah, so I'm hoping maybe the weed will ease off and the current will ease, and might be able to keep one bait in long enough for a fish to find it. Yeah. If I have to finish this session early, because it's just a nightmare, the worms are pretty good, so I can take some more fresh water back with me and keep them tanked. Yeah, and we'll use them up perhaps one evening this week somewhere else. There we go. Right, I'm going to have a little break for a moment, bring it back in a bit. So basically now I've moved the stand to be forward facing instead of side on, forward facing, and I'm on 7-ounce leads now. Right. Quick update. So both rods are back in. It is midnight now, and yeah, the 7-ounce is staying out for about 5-6 minutes at close, very close range. Still coming in with about 2 to 3 foot of that bloody weed all up. Well, up to 2 to 3 foot of the line is covered with the weed going to the leader knot. I don't know when it's going to stop. Now, I looked at the tides, and this was one of the smallest tides. You know, it's midnight, so we are 2.5 hours after low water. Yeah, I don't know really. I don't know if I should call it a day. It takes this, so you can keep it in for about 5 to 6 minutes of 7-ounce. It takes 10 minutes to wind it in because of the amount of weed that you've got to pull off every time. And by the time you're ready to read, you haven't got time to bait up another rig and just two pack. Yeah, honestly, it's just all too quick. So yeah, 10 minutes to actually reel in until you cleared all the weed off and you're ready then to bait up and chuck it out again. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I'll put out the mackerel and squid that just came in exactly the way it went out half an hour ago when I reeled it in. So it's all bloody tied up with cotton, it can go back out. Yeah. Rightio, bring it back in a bit. Believe it. I've actually got something. Bloody amazing. Got a load of weed around the leader knot. Little baby smooth hound. Right, so where are you? There we are. One little smoothie. Let's put him back. load of weeds this time. Right, so right hand rod is pulling to the right, and I think I probably cast out about 50 yards this time, which was a bit of a mistake. Left hand rod's only about 20-30 yards out with 3x structure on. That's on the right hand rod's on the 3/0 pulley pen or short pulley panel, loaded up with black lug and blow lug, tip squid, and finally, after what must be over 4 hours, I've actually got myself a baited rig hanging off the stand. That's a flowing trace rig, ready to go, all baited up with black and blow. Yeah, tip squid. Yeah. The smooth hound came on that bottom hook on the below the lead on the 3x scratcher, and that was on rag tip squid. There we are. So we'll see if we can get something else. I will have to call it a day in a bit, so I do have to get home at a reasonable hour to get some sleep. It takes me a couple of days to get over this sort of malarkey now, it does. Unlike 30 years ago when I can get over it in, it seems like 24 hours or less. There we are. Such is life. Left hand rod. I've got bites. Bites on the left hand rod. There's something there. Yeah. Right hand rod's going to be on the beach in a bit. Yeah. Yeah, exactly something on there. Right, let's reel that left hand rod in. Unfortunately, that's a no-no. No fish key on that one. Just a load more weed. Well, what am I going to do? One more chuck on each rod, I think, and it's time to go home. I've had enough of this. Right hand rod, 3/0 scratcher. Again, what looked like bites, but I think it's when the weed hits the line and gets on there. To be honest with you. At least they're holding bottom now, and they can stay out for like, yeah, that's bites, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's bloody bites. The tip stays still, and then all of a sudden, yeah. Unless it's just clumps of weed just collecting on the line. It's almost like a slacky. It's not travelling around very fast. bloody weed has got to stop all bloody night. Wow. There we go. That was the culprit. Little doggy. There we go, one little doggy. Good. I've got that bloody weed to sort out. There we have one doggy. Right, let's put him back. Right, left hand rod. Let's just have a little nibble there. Right. I'll pull that left hand rod in. Just a load of wig. Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I've just left the parking spot. Everything's all loaded. Just started my journey back. So all we had ends up with just the one little smooth hound and the one dogfish. That was it, and a ton of weed. All that red stuff that was just knotting up my line. It never disappeared. It stayed there all night. Anyway, I suppose I managed to overcome the weed. Well, no, I never managed to overcome the weed. I managed to conquer, if you call that conquering. So, until next time. Ciao for now.